Chemical bonding part 1. Chemical bonding part 1. First part, chemical bonding. Introduction, chemical bonding. Chemical bonding. Frank Land was the first chemist. Frank Land was the first chemist who used the word valency. In 1852. Frank Land was the first chemist who used the valency word in 1852. It was derived by the Latin word valentia. Valentia, which means capacity or power. After that, valency is treated as combining capacity of an element. Chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon give HCl, H2O, NH3 and CH4. Due to chemical combination with hydrogen, it is observed that chlorine combines with one hydrogen. Chlorine combines with one hydrogen, so carbon combined with four hydrogen. Carbon combined with four hydrogen, and thus different elements have different capacity to combine with an element. The capacity of an element to combine with another element is called valency. Thus valency of chlorine is 1 and valency of oxygen is 2. And valency of nitrogen is 3, and valency of carbon is 4. The valency of an element is number of hydrogen atoms. That means the valency is defined as the power of ability of an element to combine with another element, and the valency of an element is number of hydrogen atoms which combine with one atom of that elements are. Valency is defined as the power or ability of an element to combine to combine with another element. Combine with another elements. Combine with another element. The power or ability of an element to combine with another element. Okay? Atoms do not exist in free state. Atoms do not exist in free state except inert gases. An atom combined with its own atom, an atom combined with its own atom, an atom combines with its own atom or with another atom to form nucleus. To form nucleus. An atom combines with its own atom, with another atom or with another atom to form molecules. To form molecules. The force holding two atoms in a molecule is called chemical bond. The force holding two atoms. The force holding two atoms in a molecule is called chemical bond. Is called chemical bond. A force of attraction links or binds one element to another. A molecule will only be formed if it is more stable and has a lower energy than the individual atoms. When two atoms comes closer, there is a formation of chemical bond between these two atoms, and the total potential energy of both the atoms falls. In chemical bonds, the fall in potential energy of the whole system is essential. Hence, a chemical bond is defined as an attractive force. Chemical bond is defined as an attractive force which binds together the constituent atoms in a molecule. According to modern concept, an attractive force which binds together the constituent atoms in a molecule. According to modern concept, the chemical nature and balance of element. The chemical nature means behavior. Nature means behavior. The chemical nature means behavior. The chemical nature and balance of elements depends upon their electronic configuration. configuration, electronic configuration. Okay, electronic configuration, electronic theory of valency. Next is electronic theory of valency, electronic theory of valency, electronic theory of valency, electronic theory of valency, electronic theory of valency. According to modern concept, the chemical nature and nature's behavior and valency of elements depends upon their electronic configuration, electronic theory of valency. Many attempts have been done from time to time to interpret chemical valency of the elements in terms of electrons. In 1916, Cossell and Lewis succeeded independently in formulation a theory based on electronic configuration of an atom. This theory was named as the electronic theory of valency. This theory was named as the electronic theory of valency. Electronic theory of valency, electronic theory of valency. Cossell studies inorganic compounds in detail. Whereas Lewis studies organic compounds only in details. Inorganic and organic. Then Cossell studies inorganic compound in detail, and whereas Lewis studied organic compound only in organic compounds only in details. Organic compounds only in details studied by Lewis, and inorganic compounds are studied detail by Cossell. The atoms of inert gases are supposed to be completely stable. The tendency of this atom to form molecule is negligible. Hence, these are called monoatomic. The tendency of this the tendency of these atoms to form molecules is negligible. To form molecules is negligible. Hence, these are called monoatomic. Hence, these are called monoatomic. The outermost orbit are the inert gases except helium. Contain 8 electrons. Contain 8 electron. That means ns2 np6 in the outermost valence shell. Such type of electronic configuration is supposed to be most stable, and hence its potential energy is minimum. Hence, its potential energy is minimum. Potential energy is minimum. Potential energy is minimum. The electronic configuration of these inert gases are given as like helium, inert gases, inert gas, heliakarabsisper. That means helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. Electronic configuration. Electronic 1s2, 2p6, and argon 1s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, and krypton 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, and 4s2, 4p6, and xenon. In xenon, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2, 4p6, 4d10, 5s2, 5p6, and radon 86, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2, 4p6, 4d10, 4f14, 5s2, 5p6, 5d10, 6s2, 6p6, and configuration of the valence cell. Configuration of the valence cell. Configuration of the valence cell. And S2 valence cell. In S2 P6 valence cell. In argon number of valence cell is S2 P6. In krypton S2 P6, and xenon S2 P6, and radon S2 P6. From the study of electronic configuration of inert gases, Lewis and Kossel in 1916 put forward a new concept of valency. The postulates of this concept are as follows. First point. An atom having 8 electrons. An atom having 8 electrons, ns2 np6 in its outermost orbit. In its outermost orbit except helium does not have any tendency for chemical combination. Does not have any tendency. Does not have any tendency for chemical combination. Chemical combination. An atom having 8 electrons, that means NH2 NP6 valence shell in its outermost orbit except helium does not have any tendency for chemical combination. Second point, an atom having less than 8 electrons, an atom having less than 8 electron in its outermost shell, has a tendency to acquire acquire 8 electrons to attain stable 8 electrons to attain stable configuration of nearest noble gas by losing or gaining or sharing electrons. By losing, gaining or sharing electrons. Third point. Hence, valency of an element is the number of electrons. Hence, valency of an atom. Valency of an element is the number of electrons. Number of electrons lost or gained or shared. Lost or gained or shared to acquire a stable asset. To acquire a stable octet. Hence, valency of an element is the number of electrons lost or gained or shared to acquire a stable octet. And next is octet rule. Octet rule. All atoms which form a molecule want to attain inert gases electronic configuration. Inert gas having 8 electrons in their outermost orbit except helium. Hence, this rule is known as octet rule. octet rule. All atoms which form a molecule want to attain inert gas electronic configuration. Inert gases having 8 electrons in their outermost orbit except helium. Hence this rule is known as the oct rule. The octet configuration between the atoms can be acquired either by losing or gaining a sharing of valence electrons of the consort atoms. According to electronic theory of valency, there are 3 types of combination between atoms or chemical bonds. First combination is ionic combination. Ionic or electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. Second is covalent bond. Second is covalent bond. Second is covalent bond, and third is coordinate bond. Coordinate bond. There are 3 bonds present here. Ionic or electrovalent bond, covalent bond, and coordinate bond. And next is we will be study about covalent bond. And next we will be study about covalent bond. Which bond? Covalent bond. Okay. Thank you.